Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's Friday night, and we're going to be playing some Gwent. Alright, so this is another imposter opponent. Get rid of you. We're going first this time. We did find something to discard, so that's good. But we didn't find two things to discard, which is less good. This guy.
Seen it all already. And then some.
So we want to play Coral here first. And then activate the mask, so that way we can... I mean, I remember watching some videos explaining this sort of build. And not saying you want to lose, but like you're okay with losing round one. As long as, you know, you're not way behind or something. And I don't know, maybe I'm playing it wrong, but it feels like I'm better off if I'm putting more effort into winning round one.
That might even be amusing.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in spring.
We're getting rid of that because I just don't see... we hit the same thing twice, so we missed out on 1 point there. If that had landed somewhere else, we would have been better off, but, I mean, I guess this is fine. We're up 22 to 6. We've had to invest this, which is not great. Got back very quickly. So this will not trigger the Berserk if we do this. We just went through it. Probably tutor out what's-her-face. Her. This guy is Berserk 3. Really? Mm-hmm. So we could kill this guy. We could kill this guy, but I don't know if that's actually worth it. Do we lock him? If we lock him, it kind of ruins it for them for this round. But they can obviously get it back. We have no way to stop it in future rounds. We're going to try locking it. I don't know if this is a good idea.
You waste my time. The golden dragon.
They might have a way to get this thing back. I don't know. So that'll get the points on this guy. Like, or get the heal on this guy, rather, for the points. I don't necessarily like putting her at 5. It makes her kind of vulnerable. Purify is not great there. So we're up by 11. 12, 13. So they probably have to play 2 cards. At least I'm expecting they have to play 2 cards. It's possible they can get away with 1 and some effects or something. Like, they could imposter and do something. I'm not really sure exactly what we're playing against here, to be honest. So yeah, Chad, I was thinking about playing a few different things tonight, but I have been enjoying playing this deck for the little bit that I've been able to play it offline. It's definitely interesting. It's pseudo-monstery, because, you know, you get some monsters hanging out in the deck, even if they're not actual monsters. Did you do? Oh, you played more stuff that would be getting him back. That's why I felt locking him was probably worth it. So we're up by a card.
I'll thrash your arrogance out.
What are they... I don't know what they... Oh my god, they got this thing. Ugh, that's real bad. Because they killed her and then took it. I mean, we were going to lose that round. It's super annoying that this is gone. So we can't reanimate it with this or this. Which is kind of obnoxious. So they passed here. We're up 2 cards. We're really only going to be up by 1. Because they're going to draw 3 this round. Do we need to purify things? Not really sure that we do. Them locking things could be obnoxious, so I kind of want to keep that. Do we have a... So we don't have one of these in our discard yet. There's other stuff, like we have to mulligan. There's things we need to find. That is not it. Neither is that. What we wanted to find was this guy and this guy. We found neither. Womp womp. Play this guy so they hopefully won't be able to interfere with our stuff too much. Okay, where they can do that. That's fun too. Oop. So she's kind of useless since we threw that other thing back. I mean, we're gonna try and draw with this first, so I guess we just do this now.
Stand before the Queen of Skellige.
So we discard you and you. So we didn't find this guy. We'll be able to get her. Why is this card a different color? Guess they were selecting it or something.
History shall remember the art of being.
Have you ever laid eyes on it?
So he has this guy in his hand. Kind of want to remove that guy. This is not great.
Watch us and keep us. I suppose. And the end.
This is less than ideal. Yeah, that was not useful at all. Oh boy. I mean, we got some points out of it, but... Wait, this only had 1 armor. Shouldn't it have taken 1 more? Maybe it had 2 armor. There it is. Gonna spawn this, I guess. So between the Cataclysm and this, I assume Cataclysm would overwrite the rain if that happened. Get this guy online. Why did they just scoop? Did they make like a savage misplay or something? I mean, I'll take the win, but I don't really understand why we won there. GG. A3 lore is pretty good? Yes, it is. Ooh, what is this guy's avatar? Alright, we're up against Onslaught. We're going first. We have her. I don't know if we need to lock anything against this deck. Like, I honestly have no idea. It's like a monster bear? I don't know what this is. We don't want to play her first. We don't want to play her first.
All day.
We want to make sure that we're able to both draw all the cards and be able to discard what we want here. I gotta update the spreadsheet. So we went first. We're up against Onslaught. Alright. This is gonna be obnoxious. I can tell already. I can tell already this is gonna be super obnoxious.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Of course we draw her. So part of me wants to straight up just pass here and tell them, okay, get a whole bunch of points. This is going to be super obnoxious. Like, I don't know if we just straight up pass here because they're down by 21. They got to play probably like 3 cards. But I feel like we're supposed to keep playing stuff. I just don't want to expend any of these. Even consumed his Iron Bowl, not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. That's a bold play, Sportive. It obviously didn't work out for him, but that's kind of funny. What do we do here? It kind of feels like we just pass, in all seriousness. This can't be right. This can't be right. My dog's sense of time is impressive. 5:01 p.m. He wakes up, shakes off, says, feed me. Dogs know what to do. And Puza is seriously trash. Yeah, I think that card's terrible. It had such a unique effect that I was like, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something there, but it's just not there. I don't want to say it's a skill tester card, but it definitely is not a good one. A good card, that is. So they've now played 2 of these. So they can get it back with this, and that'll put them all back into play. This is going to be weird. Because although they're down cards, they have, like, all of these things are going to come back. All of these ravens. There it is. Aha, okay, so it was this thing that brought them back. I was trying to figure out what it was that actually reanimated them. I wasn't sure. You?
That might even be amusing.
Of course, this is the second time this game alone that we've found this. We need it to be in deck, not in our hand. So it's possible we win this round. It's just, I think it's unlikely, on top of the fact that all these things are going to be available for round 3, which means we probably needed to go harder in round 1 and absolutely win that, and then hope that they brick on the other rounds? I'm not sure.
We shall do it my way.
You got it. Alright, this... This guy will transform into something valuable, plus he's a cultist, so that way we can... Alright, you're gonna have more crows. More crows. We don't actually have anything to pull back with the bride. It's pretty annoying. We're down by, like, an enormous amount of points. I kind of want to save this guy and this guy for round 3, but we may not have that option. I think if we don't do that, though, we can't win.
Nor safe.
Like, we just won't have anything that we can do in round 3, and they'll pull back all these stupid crows, and we'll get blown out. We'll take 2. It's 27, 28, 29. We're gonna end up being even at best. I hope I'm counting this properly.
Who's next? Any of you's got the courage?
There we go. Okay, so we're not even. I thought we might have to play one more, but I wasn't counting. I legitimately forgot about this guy transforming. Berserking and then transforming. Oh, you're second on the ladder? Sportive? Grats. Nice. Congrats. Alright, we'll send you back. We'll send... we need that. We'll send you back. I don't know if we need to purify things. I guess we tutor out somebody. I guess this guy. Just get him set up.
Seen it all already. And then some.
They have one more onslaught charge.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
So they haven't played this, and I assume they're running that.
Sacrifices must be made.
You gotta get her rolling, I think. So they're gonna pull back how many crows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crows, so 24 points. Minimum. I don't know if I should have Virility Witch. What are you playing right now, Sportive?
You speak our tongue.
Actually, he should have been here. He should have been here so we can get bleed stacks faster. I don't know if... I mean, Virility Witch is super strong, but I don't know if you care in Laura specifically. Giving speed to things is absolutely cool, but I just don't know if there's enough room. Which feels weird to say.
Show me what flows in your veins.
Actually, we should have hit this, because there's a chance the rain kills it. And then if the rain killed it, they wouldn't get this activation. Also, this guy's not a cultist, and I thought he was. Awkward. I also forgot to use the ritual on this guy so that he activates. So instead, we have to wait a turn. So we absolutely screwed that up. So one of these should be here. One of these should be here. So this guy's vulnerable. They could hit it with Onslaught, and then it just dies to the rain, assuming they don't do something else. This was also a mistake. We screwed up here because we could have done this and done extra damage and probably just killed that thing instead of having to wait. We also screwed up here again because what we should have done was summon this so we could heal this guy immediately because this was going to happen. The only silver lining about this is I am recognizing the mistakes as they're happening, just not quickly enough. Alright, so there's the crows. How much are you healing by? 6. So we should still be fine despite me screwing this up, unless this is like a heat wave or something.
My blood boils and churns.
So now this guy's worth a bajillion points.
I do not mince words.
GG.
On principle.
Well, we got a win that we probably did not deserve. We did not deserve that win, but I will take it. I will take it. GG. Invigorate?
Of an uncrate.
Is this Invigorate? It is. Just updating the spreadsheet. We are going first. Okay, so we do have discard outlets. We have stuff to discard. Probably going to throw one of these back. And that. Not super enthusiastic about what we found. I like keeping these guys for the later rounds. We just gotta hope that she draws us into things that we would rather see. We could tutor something out, but we're not going to. We don't... We kind of need to win round 1 against this, I think. I presume they're going to have a better late game than us. We could Sigvald them into oblivion. Possibly.
Wind whistles, willows whip.
Well, that's super obnoxious. So they just get to choose what gets boosted. Which is not good, because presumably it's Torg and that other guy that I can't think of. So there's one Invigorate charge. One Invigorate charge down.
We shall do it my way.
Alright, those are some things we want to see, but we would have liked to have seen her sooner.
Nothing like some
So we'll wait on this,
London and spring.
because we'll probably play her this round. I expect we'll play her this round.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Alright, so that guy must have been the one that was targeted by this. Well, actually, no, because the one guy, if you target it, you can buff something else, so...
I suppose. And the end.
We are not drawing what we're looking for here. Oof. Do we need to lock things against this deck? I don't think so. I don't remember. Yeah, it must only count as... Well, no, that was only a single discard. Never mind. I was looking at her and thinking that was what was causing the discard, but it was actually the... whatever these things are called. She's not a cultist. How often do you say you wish that that person was a cultist? I imagine that doesn't come up too often. I decided to play the campaigns and I need a deck for Zcon. Have you not played through any of the campaigns, Sporty? Or are you just trying to do it on the higher difficulties? Honestly, you can beat the campaigns in a deck for Talos. I don't remember what Talos did. It's been so long since I did them, but honestly, you can beat the campaigns with anything. Like, you can literally beat it with the starter champions and only basic and common cards. I say that because I did it. Now, I wouldn't recommend it because it's an exercise in frustration for the most part. You're definitely going to want to scream by the end of it. So we could do that. You are a cultist.
Show mercy, I beg. Grant me death swift and clean.
We should have waited. We should have waited because we had the heal card in here that heals and boosts. So we could have done a number of different things. Like, we could have Ursine Ritualed, say, her a bunch of times, and then waited. Well, not do it and then wait turns, but, like, we could have hit her with the spores, this thing, as well as Ursine Rituals, and then... Or not spores, rather. Hit her with the Ursine Rituals, just let her take damage from her ability, and then we heal her with this other alchemy card, whatever this thing is called, Restore, and then boost her points a lot. We kind of wasted that there. We kind of wasted that.
How blood spilling's done.
So unfortunately, we're no longer going to be able to rein it up because they got rid of our cultist. I mean, we could go get one. I don't know how much value it's going to have at this stage.
You've yet to see what they can accomplish.
Counter gets 2 shields. Oh, yeah, I kind of remember that. What was his A1? That I don't remember, but I do remember that the getting shield thing is super obnoxious. So we're going to eliminate 2 points. So they're really at 31. We're up by 7.
A drop of knowledge.
This might be a little extreme.
A sea of strength.
I don't know that we wanted to pass. Okay, yeah, we definitely should have passed. Well, actually, no, this would have summoned out of deck anyway, I think. So that's not good. I don't really want to play any more cards. I really don't want to play any more cards.
Keep a stiff neck.
Yeah, that's one of those fights where you just have to pressure them constantly in order to turn off some of his effects, or at least make them less effective at the time. Alright, we're gonna have to go for stuff. So if we pull this back, we get her back. Are you playing or are you deploying? You are playing. So we will get the deploy, then we get this, then we play that targeting her.
Folk can be just as treacherous as the sea.
I'm wed to no man, but to the sea and its goddess.
That should take this round? Question mark? Unless they want to do something wild like they're gonna play the Torque, whatever, in this round.
When the white frost comes, do not eat the yellow snow.
So we're up by 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They would have to play 2 cards, I think. And one of them's got to be the Torque, right? Or whatever that guy's name is. We're just going to pass here. Okay, or they'll have an enormous Dunka. Okay, I guess they got me. You got me. I don't think the AI should be able to outpass the rule without any reason. Playing Pharaoh Guard seems unfair to me in a way. I should be able to do the same. Which rule? I'm not quite following what you're talking about, Sport. I mean, if the AI is just breaking the rules, they kind of need to be honest. Because otherwise the AI is not very smart. Like, let's be real. The AI is pretty dumb. On top of being pretty dumb, they are just not very good. Like, it'll do some really bizarre things sometimes.
Got business for me?
Okay, I want to win this round without playing these 2 guys, but I don't know that we can do that. I don't know that we can reasonably do that. In fact, I kind of expect them to run Torg or Torque, whatever his name is, out here. The Satyr guy. Okay.
Let's take the measure.
I remembered this time to actually berserk this guy. So that way, we can get his power back.
Drink this, you'll feel...
Oh, you mean the deck building constraints? Yeah, I definitely understand, and I don't blame you for the frustration on that end, Sportive. Really. I can't really blame you for that. It can absolutely be frustrating. So you do 5, you do 3. Do we have to play this ass? I think we do. I think we needed to play this guy. We're trying not to.
And then some.
But I don't know that we're gonna have much of a choice. But yeah, the computer definitely cheats. Computer definitely cheats.
Glory to Svalbard!
So now we do... This is 4. 35 and that. We do 34. And it doesn't actually matter. To do that. The unfortunate thing here is we're very limited on what we have remaining. I mean, it's a hand buff deck, so obviously with no hand, they're in trouble too, but we'll see. I just have to beat Set. Good luck with that. Set is the big deal. The big problem. He is a big pain in the neck. So we get her back.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Ah, you'd love to see it. We always joke about rage quits, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say this one was probably an actual legitimate rage quit. You never know for sure, but I think it's a safe bet here. I'm just going to update the spreadsheet while we wait for this timeout. I think we can safely call this one a W. Fearless is pretty easy overall. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think the campaigns are very difficult if you build an actual deck. So the main reason I had a challenge... here we are, GG. We got our win. That one felt good. That one felt good. GG. So yeah, the campaigns I don't think are all that challenging, for the most part. There's some RNG to it. There's certain fights like Set where it's just, okay, did it land where I needed it to? No, I lose. Yes, I win, sort of thing. And some of them are multiple coin flips in a row, including Set. The only reason I had such a struggle with it is because I explicitly wanted to do it with only commons and basic cards, which, as you'd imagine, is significantly more difficult than if you just used quote-unquote real cards. It made it way more challenging, and not in a fun way. Not in a fun way. Alright, what do we got here? We got the mirror. So we'll update spreadsheet. We are going first. Definitely want to get rid of you. We have a lot of our discard, but not a lot of our things to discard to them. Well, I guess we could discard this. So 1, 2. We need a couple more. Like, almost literally a couple more. We could draw into some stuff when we do it. What are we slamming first? Probably this guy. So, this is going to be weird. I don't know that I played the mirror. I can't recall playing against the mirror. It doesn't look like it's in my spreadsheet, so either I forgot or it was before I was tracking stuff. If we do this, it's actually going to buff their guy, which is not really what we want, for obvious reasons. Instead, I think we'll just get this online. Commander was kind of difficult, but my Lore Earthen was just too good. I could definitely see that. Like, some of the bosses in the campaign definitely have some... Oh. When we were talking about mirrors, here you go. What do we do here? This will let her grow a little bit unimpeded. I made a mistake there. I should have spawned rain here, I think. Alright, so I'm not running these guys, but they are. This is gonna be interesting.
I suppose, in the end.
So we do this, pitch him.
Just one.
We'll do this. We discard you? Question mark? And we'll get rid of you. We still have her. Again, part of me, similar to previous game, part of me wants to pass here.
Not a moment's peace.
Part of me wants to pass here. We're not going to, and this could be a mistake.
You stand before the Queen of Skellige.
Alright, we found some stuff we're looking for. AKA that guy. Okay, so no, it is two separate instances. Do we hit him? We don't. We hit these guys. Fantastic. Sunshare, it was a big deal, but Banshee made the difference. Yeah, Banshee kind of shuts that, or completely changes the face of that matchup. That particular ball, I mean, it isn't a complete lockout. I don't remember. You know, they obviously have some cards that can interact, but it does make a significant difference. Is there a spectate mode in Gwent? I don't not in client, as far as I'm aware, Furion. There is, and hopefully it's still active. I have the plugin for it through Twitch so that like you can look through my graveyard and stuff. But I know people were saying in the past that it was kind of bugging out a little bit. So I don't know if that's actually working or not. Part of me wants to, once again, pass here. So we'll do 4, that's 36. Well, it's really 8. We'll probably kill this. So 8 puts them at 40. Still up by 6. So they play 1 card and probably catch up. They play 1 card and catch up. Oh no, they can't do that with this guy this turn because they did the same thing that I always do. We're gonna pass and make them jump through hoops. We're gonna make them jump through hoops. I don't know if this is a good idea. We probably should have hit this guy with the ritual.
Opinions are like ours. Everyone's got one, but most are best sat upon.
Anubis is really annoying too, but Backstab made the cut like 90% of it. Yeah, a lot of the campaigns were designed before the last few seasons and sets came out, so realistically, you could probably trivialize them with newer stuff. Oh, they did the heal. They did her heal thing. So that'll buff this guy up. We're still ahead, so they still have to play another card. They have to play another card, and they played this guy in round 1. So that means that they probably have 2 of the reanimation cards, or they wouldn't have... I mean, playing this in round 1 makes sense, but they have to have both in order for this to probably do it, I think. That's awkward that this got pulled out of the deck. Not the end of the world, but it's a little awkward. Okay, well, we get our GG. We get our GG. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, our opponent, because they played that guy in round 1 and we didn't have to, we were up by so much, I think that... I mean, I don't fault them for scooping that one up. Another double cross game, or I think that's double cross, right? It is double cross. We are going second. It's possible things get locked. We have you for round 1. We don't want to play you guys if we can help it. Mulligan you, mulligan. You? I swear, without fail, this is like the 4th time we've drawn her tonight. So good, man. I meant in client said there isn't. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's a number of features that I would love for Gwent to have, such as that. It's one of the reasons I'm excited about Mythgard. They actually just made an announcement this week that there's stuff on the horizon. No real details as for dates or anything like that, but Mythgard does... What is this? Alright, so melee, put the highest card... Put the highest cost card in your opponent's deck on top of it. Alright, well, I guess this is not going to last very long on top of our deck, is what I assume is about to happen here.
I suppose. And the aim.
So we're going to do that. But yeah, it should have a spectator mode, or I'd like to see it have a spectator mode. I'd love to have in-client tournaments. We were lamenting that fact off-stream that the new Pokemon TCG client seems to have skipped and actually regressed as far as feature set goes, because in the current client, like the old one, current live one, there are tournament queues. They're just single elimination, 8-person queues for a variety of different formats, but that's fine. I like tournaments better than ladder in any game, and even if it's just those small self-contained ones, that's fine. I would, and in fact, at this point in my life, I kind of prefer those to huge, like, 17-hour events. I'm just not there in my life anymore. But I would still prefer those huge 17-hour events to ladder. But in either case, that's no longer an option in the soon-to-be released Pokemon Live client, and similarly, Gwent doesn't offer anything like that. Which is unfortunate. What are we doing here? I guess you?
Stars are all the trophies I need.
So we play this guy, we hit it with this, and then we Bride of the Sea this thing back, and hopefully have a bunch of points. Maybe force this round. We're probably going to try and give this one up. Probably going to give this round up. You know where I can watch the RuneStrike tournament? To be honest, Sportive, I don't know if anybody's streaming it or if anybody's recording it. It would have to be individual people doing it. Like, I know Trockenson was recording stuff previously, like the tournament that I played in. I had recorded the games at the time, and then because there were so many patches by the time things finished, I chose not to bother. You know, like, we had a major patch. This was pointless, actually, now that I think about it. This was pointless. Because he misses out on his own increase. I was busy talking, and I forgot about that. So, there was that major patch way back when, in the middle of the event, where it was like round 4 of 6. They had the patch, and it was like, yeah, I don't feel like this is worth doing. So we're up by a card. If we play this, it's 10 points. Because we screwed this up. Like, we would actually take the lead if we didn't screw this up. But we screwed it up. We definitely made a mistake. I just don't know if we Bride of the Sea here.
I'm wet but to the sea and its goddess.
See, like, they could pass here. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I don't know if this play is worth making. We could obviously wait for the restore and set up a better play. I don't really want them to double-cross me right now. So, I think we do pass here.
I need a man like a wheel needs a wheelbarrow.
I think we do pass here. I don't think there's a reason to fight this. No, I'm not playing in this one sportive. Normally, I would be all over playing in a tournament. The problem here is I'm just not a huge fan of the elongated process by playing the rounds over a period of time as opposed to a singular day event. And I'm not saying that, like, look, realistically, there are always going to be people where one format works for them and the other does not, and then vice versa. I actually don't know what the prizes are. I haven't really looked into it. I know it's happening, and when I'm playing or streaming RuneStrike, I do, you know, shout out the event because I hope it does well. And I don't want people to think because I'm not playing that, you know, I have a problem with the event or something like that. No, I want it to do well. I hope that it's very successful and they get a lot of people playing and everybody has fun. It's just not for me right now. Otherwise, I want to play in a RuneStrike tournament. It's very much up my alley because I prefer tournaments to ladder, like I was saying, in every game. But the format is just not conducive to what I can do time-wise. The top three cards of your deck. The top three cards of your deck, put one on top. Then swap the top card of your opponent's deck with yours. So we got this, and they got our anti-lock card.
I could do this all day.
You have 9 counters. I mean, we're gonna get the thing. We haven't found her or Royal Decree to go find it. This is kind of odd. I guess we're going into the next round. So, do we... We're going to both be on 10 cards. So I think we play something just to see another card, right? Or do we even want to do that? We're just going to pass. Maybe we should have played another card so we get another in hand. Well, we're going to get it as mulligans anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But we knew one of these was going to have to be mulliganed in this guy. Alright, so we found her. Get rid of that. We're keeping this only because we're going to discard it to Berna here. I'm telling you. Oh my god, this is the 5th time we've drawn this tonight? Oh my god. Give me a break with this. Ah, boy. She's also not a cultist. It's obnoxious. I guess you. Fantastic. Fantastic. So... we need to find a cultist. Like, we need to find this guy.
for the Queen of Skellige.
We did not. Oh boy.
Nothing like some
Things that did not go according to plan. This game. Things that did not go according to plan. But yeah, I've been playing more Gwent offline, and speaking of tournaments, like, I know that they have a tournament circuit. I gotta look into it to see how you get involved. It's frustrating to me. I mean, there's a few things about the format, but going back to the client-related stuff, it's frustrating to me that things are not in client. It's just another hurdle that's obnoxious that you have to deal with. Last card that went to the top of your opponent's graveyard, so this, probably? I don't remember what order they got discarded in. Do we just lock this guy? I don't know if there's something else we care about locking. I wonder what order the bleed will go off for this. Okay, so the bleed goes off before this goes off. That's unfortunate. I mean, realistically, that was going to happen. They took our lock removal card, and we don't have the purified dude because we shuffled him back. I probably should have anticipated that there was going to be something here. So the other problem is that, like, I think he's just going to take damage now instead of the bleed. So we could kill him and then reanimate him.
Cursed are the meek, we say.
Okay, yeah, so he just takes the damage now, which makes sense because his ability's toast. Possibly should have put the rain on there again. I guess we don't need to. That's unfortunate because now we can't... Well, we can kill her. Oh, you purified it. That's a little annoying. We could lock one of the assimilate things. $13, huh? So I once again forgot about the Berserk here. We're gonna heal this. By killing him off. So this will allow us to reanimate him and start the cycle over again. He is 7 provisions. So we'll get 3 stacks of rain. That's not great for us. One could go so far as to say that that is bad.
Long live the Emperor! Long may he reign!
Alright, so we want to put you in the back row. I think. I don't know what card they... Oh yeah, that's the anti-lock card they took. The ale.
Sacrifices must be made on both sides.
Life's one never-ending fight.
Get rid of that guy. I guess we might as well. So the idea here is hopefully they don't have another lock or anything, and then we can just grow this guy to an enormous level of bleed and just gain 1 billion points. But they're also doing some not very nice things to us at the moment. No. No. I guess we needed to play this sooner so that, like, that couldn't happen. Oh, that's so bad for us. I guess we can kill him off again.
Mankind is a virus, a plague.
I guess. Like, we have to play a card. We can kill him off this turn, reanimate him, and then go from there. Well, there's the remove the lock. I mean, that was going to happen, right?
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Oh no, he has doomed now. He has doomed because of the other thing. That's not good.
Who's next? Any of you's got the courage?
Alright, so we can hit this for... Like, we do this. We do this. This is a big risk here. So this is a big risk here because this is exposed for a turn. I mean, 8 is okay, but... I want to set up a big restore turn, is what we're trying to do here.
Monsters! No, a goat will suffice for now.
So this will be 4. We could hit it for 4. You don't have a cultist to reset it. So that's a pretty big point gain. I think I'll take it. I don't know if it's enough. I mean, there's a lot of bad things and mean things they could do to us, but I'll take it for now. Like I said, we're trying to set up the big restore play. We might have been able to wait another turn. I don't know. What did you just do?
Let us see.
Enough! Let us finish this.
I mean, they're gaining a lot of points still, so this is not spectacular. But we'll get it. Looks like we got it. GG. We got there. Opponent has forfeited. You love to see it. You love to see it. Alright, so we're on a little bit of a win streak here. GG. I have no idea what this is. Reckless Flurry. 3 damage randomly between all enemy units, ignoring their armor. I think that's what it said. Ignoring their armor, yep. Okay. Well, the bleed, or curing bleeds might be relevant. We're gonna get rid of you. This might matter. We're gonna get rid of you. Alright, we're going second. We didn't really find a lot of the things we wanted. That's a bear. That's a raging bear. Okay. We don't have a discard outlet for either of those two idiots, which is a little annoying. I've never seen what we're playing against, so I legitimately have no idea what we need to do. Like, how we need to play this match. We don't have a lot of gas that I want to commit to the board in round one. Like, there's a few things we can set up. There's a few things we can set up, but I'm not super enthusiastic about a lot of it. Alright, that looks like it was mis-sequencing. Looks like a play I would make.
Nothing like some overseas wandering in spring.
Unless maybe they, like, got this off of the, whatever that thing was called. Oh, wait, it does... Oh, okay. Okay. Little unfortunate for us. I want to get this thing online. I don't know how much they can... Like, if they can remove this. I guess they could have Heat Wave. They could just have Heat Wave. So do we commit this now? I don't really want to pass with just this, but if we play something, if we play something, if I were them, I would just pass, I think. This is 12, 20. This could entice them to continue to play stuff. I don't really want to commit it. But this might entice them to play stuff. Okay, that's problematic. We're absolutely not continuing this round. There's no shot we win it. And I guess we take what we have and go home. So they possibly... I wonder if they would have heat waved that if we passed. So they might just dry pass. Game. I need to leave that other mulligan alone. Because this is now the 6th time tonight that this has happened. Okay, then. How many provisions are you? 7? You should be 7. No, you're 9. We'd get that guy. I think we're doing this. No, we do it next round, right? Or next play. We just run one of these idiots out here. This feels ridiculous.
Not getting in the way of my axe.
It feels so stupid playing this guy. I wonder why this guy... Well, I guess we don't really have any ways to damage our opponent outside of Coral. Well, no, we have this guy. I wonder if it's just a provision thing. This guy feels like he would be good in this. I don't know. Alright, so now we draw both our cards.
Before the Queen of Skellige.
Crack and eat me coolie.
That puts us up by a single point. Oh yeah, we have her in hand. I was about to check how many counters she had, and I'm like, oh yeah, she's in hand. Womp womp. Alright, so you're copying one of those guys from before. You still have a charge of this, which will max this guy out. I guess we could be more free with playing these guys because we're going to need to anyway. They're going to be the reanimation targets regardless.
Seen it all already. And then some.
It's a little awkward that we have our self-damage and we're healing this guy, but, I mean, what are we going to do? Oh, you copied this guy. That makes more sense. For some reason, I keep thinking this guy's a gold card. Boy. Like, we're probably going to have to set these two guys up, I think. It's bad. If 4, 22, down by 10. I don't think we have much of a choice. I think we have to set these guys up.
The only virtue.
Him and this guy. We don't really have any other way to gain a bunch of points this round. I guess if we wanted it to hit something, it would be this guy. That's not good. Yeah, we absolutely have to get this guy online. We have to hope that they don't do something to interfere. So this is going to deal 4. We screwed this up, for the record. We did it again because I was getting too excited about what we needed to do. So we gotta hope that he can't kill this guy. Why did I target that? Oh, that was a big mistake. I just kind of picked this because I'm like, oh, we just need to damage something. Well, we screwed up. Wait. No, we couldn't have done that. Never mind. I mean, we screwed this up, but... Alright, well then. So now our whole game plan has gone to hell in a handbasket.
He shall be mine forever.
We have to try and win this round. Like, we can't wait. So... we can't do any more than 3. We need his power back online. So again, we're trying to get Sigvald as much bleed as possible so that we can set up an enormous amount of points. But our opponent's playing a somewhat removal-focused deck. I mean, it's damage-focused, but... Alright, so... okay. We do this. And we do this. Hit this guy for 7. This guy gains 17. 57. Should be enough. And they have no effects that are going to go off that matter. Alright, we're even. We do have to go first, and we've had to expend multiple guys here. We don't really have much in the way of plays for round 3. We can try and make Sigvald enormous again through a few different effects, but not a whole hell of a lot. Because that other guy got doomed, so... this is irrelevant. So if they have an answer to Sigvald, we're kind of in trouble.
Poor bees they who have no knowledge.
If they have an answer to Sigvald, we're kind of in trouble. And they have enough cards that I don't think it's unreasonable to expect them to have something. That Heat Wave round 1 really kicked us in the junk. That one was pretty brutal. I mean, I guess it would have been brutal regardless of the round they played it in, because they would have landed on one of our key components.
Some overseas plundering in spring.
We want to save this for what's-his-face. Like, do we just go get him now?
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Continent folk will never understand.
I guess we'll get him now. I don't really know, like I said, what their removal options are. There's a lot of things that they could possibly have, but most of them I don't actually know. Like, they already played the ones that I know.
I'll cleave you in two.
So we don't have the Restore. You are an alchemy card, but that doesn't matter because we're not going to be adding Storm. So the only thing we can get back is this, which is fine, I guess. It's less than ideal, but I mean... So you go here. We do this. We hit Sigvald. And then we hit him with this again. That's unfortunate. Not really much we can do about it, but... Well, actually, we can lock it, right? So we just lock this guy?
Dragon.
Get our own bear abomination, since they were all about it earlier. Oh, these are cultists. I gotta keep that in mind. I tend to not run through all of the charges of Ursine Ritual. Hey, we get there. So we were gonna set up the Sigvald big point slam, but we managed to get the W, didn't even have to go through the motions. GG. I will take it. GG. Alright, so we're up against the same thing. Is this like... Is this a new thing? Like, is this a thing in the meta? We're going second again. This is literally the second time I've seen Reckless Flurry before. The first time being the very last game we played. They weren't really doing bleeds, and I didn't see anything from the other deck that was statuses that I recall. We don't want to mulligan him. We're going to get rid of this. That might be relevant. I think they had a lock card, and also just boosting some of our stuff might be important. Alright, so you are already different than our previous opponent. You are already different. So we could get her. I don't hate that idea. I kind of want to get him instead. This is not a play that I think I've made before with this deck, so we're doing things. Oh boy, these are not the things we wanted to be doing. Less than ideal. We could target this thing with this and just kill it, I guess. I mean, that's a play we can make. I don't know if that's really a good idea. Probably not.
Man is an arrogant creature.
I take it back. We're not targeting that thing. It's not happening. I also don't know if we're going to do anything of value in this round. So this will get her base power built up. Which is relevant for later rounds, because we'll be able to reanimate her. Alright, we're getting our opponent to play relevant things, I think. These are things that we want them to expend. This guy's a cultist. So we played this in the wrong spot. It should have been on the other side, because this guy has to hit to the other way. But we're not going to bother with...
Oh, how wonderful. Speak our tongue.
Well, maybe we will. We're not down by that much. Don't get me wrong, we're down by a pretty decent amount. Hope you as well. Tune in as I'm looking for a card game to play. Nice, Fionn. Well, then you've found a decent channel for card games. I play an enormous number, and have, because I've been playing card games for almost 30 years. I forgot my own command for this, because it's just one that I don't use all that often. Now, let me find in the command list, just to give you an idea. Yeah, I thought that was it. Okay. That's not anywhere remotely resembling a comprehensive list, by the way, which is not, like... It's not even all that impressive, to be perfectly honest. It's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of funny to throw it out there. I love talking about card games. I've been playing them, obviously, for a very long time. I have a lot of thoughts about them in general. I think we're just going to pass here. I think we just pass here.
Free me! Lift me to the skies! Devour me!
This at least makes our opponent have to honor us for another round, and I don't care necessarily about playing this. Like, maybe we can obviously set up better plays. But I think getting more relevant things like that out of our opponent is worth it. This would be a +8. 27, 29, 30, 31. Still be behind by a little bit.
Mock not the creeds of others. It's neither polite nor safe.
So I'm trying to see if we can set up a restore play. All of this might have been a mistake, because this pulls her out now, which we don't really want to do. We're just kind of trying things. But our opponent has to honor what we're doing, or they give up the round.
So be it.
I'm trying to see how many relevant things we can pull out of them. You know, like forcing them to use this round is probably worth it. So you here. So that we need to keep charges for him, so we can't spend more than 3 here. might not have been worth it. That last part, I don't know if that was worth it.
Never thought the maid business would involve so much business.
That's super random. Alright, well, we obviously don't play a card here, right? Is there any valid reason to play a card? I don't think so. We have 2, 4, 6 points there, and we're already ahead. I mean, hypothetically, one of the rain charges could have hit Berna, and this would have prevented the damage, but our opponent should have to play another card now. And we didn't really have to expend all that many important things. I mean, yes, we played Coral, we played Royal Decree. Bride of the Sea, I have to be playing it wrong. I feel as though I'm not getting full value out of it. Well, that's super obnoxious. We obviously lose this round now, but I think I'm okay with that. I couldn't think of anything they could have had to take us down, but obviously that would do it. That would do it. So we don't have Coral. We haven't seen any lock stuff. We already pulled What's-Her-Face out of the deck. Already played Bride of the Sea. Part of me wants to send this back. We could find Birna. Could also just end up with a lot of other crap. So we're going to send you back. Obviously. Obviously. We kind of needed that guy, actually, just to play. So they passed. We'll play this guy.
Mayhap you'll gawk at Zarakania's marvels too one day.
And we'll just take our W for the round. And then, let's see what we can do in round 3. We can obviously set up our usual game plan. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, and then a year ago I played Hearthstone for 3 years leading up to then. I enjoyed the battle, but have struggled to find one since then. It's tough. I like this game, and we could, if you have any questions, or are there any other ones, like I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Years ago, I played Hearthstone years ago, I played just about, name a card game, I probably played it, or at least have some familiarity with it. Every once in a while, somebody surprises me. Every once in a while, somebody has something that does surprise me. It's not very common that happens. I'm gonna do this.
We shall do it my way.
Did we find... We didn't find Morkvarg. But we did find 2 of these guys. We'll just dump them right into play. I was hoping we'd find a werewolf guy here, but we didn't. But if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! If you enjoyed that, I'm surprised... Have you looked at Master Duel at all? I'm not a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Person, but, I mean... That was weird how that landed. Ugh, that's awkward. But, yeah, the client for Master Duel, I have to say, is actually very good. Like, it's a strong client, and it offers a lot. I'm just not really into Yu-Gi-Oh!, so...
Let's get this over with.
That's obnoxious, but... What are you gonna do? Can we unpurify this?
What do you need?
So this is a little annoying because we can't play it where we want to. It always ends up here. Because it just summons it to the row as opposed to playing it like the other one. I was pretty young when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! It was more for fun because I enjoyed the show. That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Years ago, and it was specifically to play the game. I mean, I'm sure I've seen the show, but I've never actually watched it, like, really watched it. Get this guy online. We don't have a way to heal her, unfortunately, but given that it's 2 stacks of rain, it's kind of a +2. It's not quite here because obviously this guy has armor, so it gets a little weird. Okay, you Karathi it. Yeah, that was going to happen. So we could hit this guy for 2 and activate him now with this guy. We have no other... Well, we do have this.
Cursed are the meek, we say.
You. So now we get our bear. We get a big old bear. Hearthstone I played and really was when I became a fan of card games, took them a bit more serious. Fair. Hearthstone, I mean, if you hang out here and you'll hear me say it and some of the regulars, I'm not a huge fan of Hearthstone, but that's because, there's a number of reasons to dislike the design for Hearthstone. But at the same time, I don't have any problem with people who enjoy Hearthstone because if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. I think there are valid reasons to want to continue to play Hearthstone. I've just kind of moved on from it to other digital games. When your opponent plays a unit on their side of the field, damage that unit by his power and then damage him by that unit's power. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't do this again. God damn it. Ah, I did it again. I needed to do this last turn. Oh, god damn it. Our
world.
So we're just gonna lock this guy and turn off his power. Did I miss the Rune Strike rant? Someone called just as you went live. No rant to... Well, not yet, Doc. I mean, we could start one. We're just talking about general card games. Oh, you hate Hearthstone now? I don't blame you. I can't really blame you for not being a fan. So we actually might have been better off playing Sigvald, for the record, to let this guy hit him. I just didn't want to screw around with it and risk something terrible happening. That's 4. We're just gonna kill you. So we're doing the same Sigvald plan. You know, load him up and then go to town.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
GG, we got it. GG. So yeah, I don't know. It might have been better. I just didn't know what to expect out of our opponent as far as removal there. But GG. We'll get our W. We'll close up shop there. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And Black Lives Matter.